So this is where you disappeared to again? Uh-huh. Can't believe you're still going through all that old Aleister Crane stuff we found. It's mostly old documents and deeds and papers that are about 2,000 years old.
Not all of it.
Better you than me. It could take a whole lifetime to find something juicy.
Or I might have found what we were looking for, finally.
Something that will help us prove that Aleister Crane's a monster?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody knows that already.
But nobody's ever had enough proof to put him in jail. What would you say if I told you that everything in this box has something to do with the disappearance of several rare and precious paintings that were stolen from the church itself years ago?
Well, I would say that anything's possible when it comes to Aleister Crane. Because it kind of puts Whitney's actions in perspective, huh?
What are you talking about?
My sister, the nun-to-be. She is the mother of Aleister Crane's great-grandson. No wonder she joined a convent.
Please don't think me disrespectful, Mother.
What is it, my child?
Is it possible that Whitney really did see God in the chapel? That he spoke to her as she claims he did?
Anything is possible. But our novitiate Whitney is very ill. She's running a very high fever. In all likelihood, she experienced a hallucination. Hopefully, the medication her mother prescribed will make her well again.
Wake up, Whitney. Wake up.
Hello? Is someone there?
You can't see me, Whitney, but yes, I am here.
Oh my God, it's you.
That's right, my child.
I told them all that I had spoken with you. But they didn't believe me. They said I couldn't have spoken with God.
I don't reveal myself to everyone, Whitney.
Yeah, but why me?
Come. Meet me in the chapel. I'll explain.
Speak for yourself, Teresa. Just because things aren't working out for you and Ethan doesn't doom my relationship with Noah. Fancy, there's another woman involved. This ex-girlfriend, Maya. Am I correct? Yes, but that's the only thing that's the same. Noah isn't married to Maya. He never was. Didn't he call you and tell you that he was on his way over here? Or did he not? I don't need to stand here and be interrogated by you, Teresa. Did he, Fancy? So what if he did? And didn't he tell you that he wanted to talk to you about his past, specifically his past concerning this Maya girl? Just get to the point, Teresa. The point is, Fancy, look around you, honey. He's not here. He didn't show up. So what does that say? Does that tell you that you are the most important woman in the world to him? Or can Maya already have that job description sewn up?
The hell you are gonna keep me from protecting Fancy Crane. Let me out of here so I can at least warn her that she's in danger.
Noah, I'm so sorry.
Why didn't you just tell me the truth, Maya? The whole truth, as you knew it.
I tried to.
God, she should have gone to the police. When we saw that guy murdered, then none of this would be happening.
We'll never know, Bennett. Because you didn't go to the police. Which makes me wonder just how tangled up in this terrorist web you are.
I told you I don't know.
You can forget about your new gal pal, Fancy Crane. You're not gonna protect her from anything. Because you and your old girlfriend are going straight to lockup.
She acts like he's the man she's married to, not me.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for
Can you imagine? These letters go back to World War II. And the paintings that were stolen from the churches in Europe, they're masterpieces. This is big, Simone.
Yeah, but I'm not arguing with you, Paloma. I'm just saying that I don't think we're going to find anything that's going to incriminate Alistair.
You never know. Look, here's a recent news clipping from a European newspaper. Apparently, the paintings were never recovered.
Yeah, and if Alistair Crane is involved, they never will be. The guy's as sly as a fox, Paloma. What's that?
It's an art book that I brought from upstairs to try and compare. Simone, these missing paintings match up with these pictures. We're talking about some of the most valuable artworks in the world.
Yeah, but still, that was a long time ago. Who knows where they are now?
That's just it. No one knows. But I would love to find out.
What are you talking about?
Aren't you a little bit curious? Simone, I don't think it was an accident that we stumbled on all these boxes from Alistair's. The man is a monster. People know it, but they haven't found a proof to send him to jail for years. I think I found that proof in these documents.
No, Paloma, you can't be that naive. Authorities from all over the world have been trying to pin one crime or another on Alistair for forever. No one's ever done it. And besides, he's in a coma now, out of commission. And for once in his life, he can't hurt anyone we know.
That's not enough. What if he wakes up and goes back to terrorizing people as he always has?
Well, then I don't want him to know that I was in the middle of trying to bust him. No, you put that stuff back in the box. I'm gonna take this book and take it back upstairs and put it... What do you mean, no?
No, I'm not afraid of Alistair Crane. Wouldn't it be amazing if we find these pictures and return them to the church?
Yes, it would be amazing if somebody did.
I mean me. And you.
Okay, give me a break, Paloma. If you're so hell-bent on finding these masterpieces, then why don't you just take these letters to the FBI or Interpol, someone who would know how to use them?
Why should they have all the fun when I'm the one who found this treasure?
Tell me you are pulling my chain here, Paloma.
I don't understand that expression, pulling my chain. But yes, what I want is for you and me to find these missing paintings all by ourselves.
There's no one here. It just meant... Yeah, it was a voice in my head. Yeah.
Whitney, come to the chapel so we can talk.
But you're not real. You just must be a voice in my head or something. There was no room off of the chapel. There was no sign of you there.
I decide who to leave signs for and who not. I'm real, Whitney. I believe you know that. Trust your own instincts.
I don't know what to do. I mean, no one will believe me.
No one need know except you. You said you wanted to do penance for your sins.
I do. That's why I punish myself.
I have a task for you, Whitney. Something to ask of you. I'll be in the chapel.
Oh, wait, don't... Hello? Hello, is anyone there? I am scared to death something's happened to Noah. There was an explosion at Maya's mother's restaurant tonight. Sally Chin's place. And you're, worried that Noah's inside? Sam says he wasn't, but I don't know what to think anymore. He was on his way over to tell me something important, and he didn't show up. What if someone stopped him because they didn't want him to tell me?
Or maybe he's just out having a drink with his ex.
Oh, stop it, Teresa. I know that he was trying to find her, but I don't know that Noah was with her at all.
Actually, he was, Fancy. Got the proof right here.
You are not putting me in jail. Not when Fancy's safety is in question.
Sorry about that, Bennett. You're connected to known terrorists.
No, the hell I am. I didn't even know who that guy was that we saw shot in the attic.
Well, apparently your colleague Lena does.
You mean the dragon lady? I told you I only met her once, and she didn't tell me what her game plan was. She sure as hell didn't mention a terrorist plot.
And you can prove that?
Not unless you have our conversation on tape. You guys have no proof to tie me to that woman or her thug friends.
Looks like we're back to square one then. You and your pretty friend are going to jail. You can make a case of it at trial, though I should warn you. There's a huge backup in cases like this. It could take months, even years for you to get in front of a federal judge.
This is outrageous.
Not that a judge is going to see things any differently than we do. Chances are, you two are going to jail for life.
But what about Fancy? Huh? What about my family? If I'm implicated in something this dangerous, they could become targets.
You should have thought of that before getting into bed with international terrorists, Mr. Bennett.
What's he saying?
Welcome home, Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald.
Good to be home, Mrs. Lopez Fitzgerald.
I never thought this day would come.
That makes two of us. You know, I never want to be apart from you. Not even for one day.
I wouldn't let you go even if you tried.
Yeah, that's not what you said last time.
I know, and I'm sorry. I regretted everything I said the second you were gone.
That's okay. It is not your fault. I should have listened to you about Beth and Marty. I should have trusted you.
Well, let's just put it all behind us now.
Let's do that. I just want to focus on the here and now and our future. I love you, my precious, darling wife. I love you forever.
Louise.
You love him back, don't you? My wife's in love with another man.
Why do I feel like we're speaking two different languages here? And I'm not talking English and Spanish.
Simone, where's your sense of adventure? Let's face it. We both have time off from school this year, and we're both bored. What better way to spend our free time than avenge Alistair's treatment of our families?
Well, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to be busted, because he does, but not...
Simone, you can either look for excuses not to do a great thing, or you can look at it the way I do, as an incredible opportunity that has fallen into our laps.
Becoming international crime solvers overnight. Like you said, Paloma, this was a major art theft, and neither one of us have any background in detective work.
So we'll learn, we'll educate ourselves.
But these artworks could be anywhere in the world by now. It was like 60 years since they've been stolen.
All the more reason to search for them. I've never been to Europe.
Why do I get the feeling like I'm losing this argument? You have your mind made up already, haven't you?
Simone, just think about it. We could be heroes. International detective heroes like James Bond.
More like Austin Powers or Inspector Clouseau.
Don't make fun of it. I never thought you, of all people, would run away from an adventure like this.
Hey, I am the one who came out of the closet as a gay woman, remember? I have had enough adventure for a lifetime.
Suit yourself then. I'll do it on my own. I will find these paintings and return them to the rightful owners with or without you.
Are you here, Lord?
like I can't see anything and I'm getting really scared. If you don't say anything, I'm just gonna go back to my room. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. But they said that you were a hallucination. That I imagined seeing you. And I even checked this wall myself. I mean, there was no opening, no seam, no way to get in or out of this room.
You've never heard the expression, God works in mysterious ways?
Then it really is you.
What do you think?
Yes. But why me? I mean, why can't everyone else see or hear you?
I've been rather busy looking out for all mankind. One has to be selective.
But all the sins I've committed, I mean, certainly I'm not worthy.
About your sins, being intimate with your half-brother, bearing his child, the brutal whippings you've been giving yourself.
They're not enough. The lustful thoughts I've had for Chad, my sick desire to want to see him, to want to be with him, they're not going away. And I just have to work harder. I have to work harder to inflict pain on myself. I have to beat the evil from my flesh and from my body. I just wish someone would believe I had really spoken to you, Lord.
That is not necessary, or even advisable. Our meetings must remain secret.
But I thought that secrets were bad.
Not God's secrets. Which is why I wanted to speak to you again, Whitney, about some other secrets, which are soon to be exposed.
By whom?
My enemies, here on Earth.
Oh my gosh, you mean...
My enemies who would renounce and destroy me if they could. There are secrets. Secrets involving the church, which must never be revealed. If they are, all mankind will pay the price.
Chris,
The truth, Sheridan. No more deflections just to make me feel better. It's not working anyway. I feel like hell watching you with him. I never thought I could hurt as much as watching that charade of a wedding ceremony with Louise. And then you using my ring that I gave to you, no less.
I told you why I couldn't tell him.
Yes, I know. His condition was too fragile and we didn't want to chance a relapse. But this game that you're playing with him, letting him think that you're married to him, that he has a future with you, what in God's name do you think is going to happen once he finds out that you're my wife? You're not even sure you're going to tell him, are you? You're not even sure you want us to stay man and wife.
You are my passion for life.
I am not now, nor have I ever been, involved with any terrorists, international or otherwise.
I'm not surprised by your denial.
But I'm telling the truth, all right? And you guys are putting the lives of innocent people in danger.
Or more specifically, Fancy Crane.
Yes, damn it, okay? Whatever you think that I have done, look, because of Fancy's association with me, she is in a lot of danger.
Or she could be as involved as you are.
I'm telling you, she doesn't know anything.
Then you admit you do.
That I'm involved? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all, okay? Look, you can't lock me up in here when these people are out on the loose, all right? Fancy needs protection around the clock, and so does the rest of my family.
As far as your family goes, your father's a police chief. I'm sure he can protect his own children.
Okay, but he doesn't know how to protect Fancy, okay? She's a high-profile personality. You know, if someone wanted to hurt her, it wouldn't be very hard at all.
You know for a fact that Noah is with Maya right now? Is he all right?
I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure he's with Maya right now, but he was a half an hour ago.
How do you know that?
We got hold of a tape that recorded the explosion and its aftermath. Noah and Maya were together right afterwards.
What more do you need to hear, Fancy? He chose her over you.
Oh, just shut up, Teresa. Just shut up.
I know. The truth hurts, doesn't it? You should get used to that.
What's with her?
3 guesses. How did you get a tape?
It was from a traffic camera near Sally Chin's restaurant. It recorded the explosion and its aftermath. But I recognize Noah and Maya.
I want to see.
I already told you what's on it. They were safe after the explosion.
I want to see it for myself, Sam.
Okay.
I'm waiting, Sheridan. Is it that difficult a question?
No, I've dreamt of being in your arms for so many nights.
It's not a dream anymore. There's only one thing that could make this night more perfect.
Let's not talk about Marty. I know you did your best to find him. It almost cost you your life. I thought it had.
I let you down. First by not believing you, and then by not bringing home our son.
It's not your fault. Never was. It's all my father's doing. I'm not giving up on finding Marty, and neither should you. We will find our son. Together we will find him and bring him home.
Find Marty.
He's dreaming about Marty.
Your son, by him.
I know this is hard for you, and I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as I am.
This is all my fault. I'm the one who sent Luis out into the world to find Marty. I'm sorry, Luis, so sorry.
Can you satellite me a number in Harmony, please? 555-8621. Thanks.
You're calling the B&B?
I can see whose wife you want to be, Sheridan. So I'm gonna make it easy all around. Instead of waiting for you to divorce me once we get back to Harmony, I'm just gonna take James and get out of your life for good.
Loca. That's what you are. Completely loca.
Why look? For wanting to right an old wrong against the church I was raised in? For wanting to have an exciting adventure in my life before I get too old?
No, it is dangerous, is what it is. You are talking about exposing criminal masterminds. Who won't like a couple of young girls nosing around in their illegal business?
Uh-huh. You said a couple of young girls. That means that you'll help me.
No, I did not say that I would help you. It is too dangerous.
Oh, don't be so nervous. We'll be hunting for a few old paintings, not Osama bin Laden.
But you don't know the first thing about any of this, Paloma.
That's the adventure part. Not having all planned out. Dealing with things as they come up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
You got that same look in your eye that Kay used to get when she came up with one of her impossibly outrageous schemes. And whenever she swore up and down that it wouldn't be risky, guess what?
What?
It was risky.
Yeah, I've heard about stories about life in Harmony before I came home. About houses being sucked into the ground and demons.
Let's just say that you were lucky you were living in Mexico. I mean, you would have had to been here to believe the stuff that happened. It was like living inside some program on the Sci-Fi Channel. One time, the walls at the Bennett household actually bled real blood.
No.
Yes. And now you can see why I'm not super thrilled about your brilliant idea.
Well, if you survived bleeding walls and demons, I'm sure you can survive searching for old paintings. Oh my God, I can't believe I missed all the cool stuff. The things you saw with your own eyes.
Yeah, well, it's true. The only thing we never saw up close and personal was the man upstairs himself.
I'm so sorry, Lord, but I don't understand any of this.
Of course not. I wouldn't expect you to. It is complicated.
What kind of secrets coming out could harm all of mankind? I mean, would people actually die?
All I can tell you is that these secrets must remain hidden in order to avoid grievous heartache and destruction of innocent souls.
But you're God. I mean, can't you do something to stop this?
Even I can't do everything by myself. There is, however, someone who can help.
Who?
You, Whitney. You can prevent the secrets from being revealed.
Chris, don't.
Why not? If you're not planning on staying with me and James, then let's just do ourselves a favor and end it now. It's only fair to my son.
Look, I love James.
He's a little boy, Sheridan. He'll be crushed if he finds out that we were married only to lose you. He's already lost Maureen. I'm his father. I must do everything I can to protect him against any more hurt.
Yes.
And it's not only James's feelings I'm trying to spare here. I had such hopes for us. Such dreams of the three of us being a family.
Look, I know we need to talk about this, but let's not do it here.
Why wait? Anything you have to say to me, I'd rather hear now.
All right.
Spit it out, Sheridan. The truth. You loved me when you became my wife, when you still thought that Luis was dead. But it's a very different story now, isn't it?
My son.
I have to pinch myself every time I see you sitting here. I can't believe it's real. I can't believe you're really home. There's only one thing missing.
Come in.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I thought I was never gonna see you again. Oh my gosh!
How's Mama? I want to call her.
Oh, she's wonderful, but can you just give me just a few minutes?
I just want to let her know the good news.
Well, what if I told you that you will have even better news to share with her? Sam, enter. Marty, my little boy, Marty.
Thank God, my son. Thank you, Teresa.
He's dreaming about his sister.
I can't even keep your attention while Luis is asleep. Here we are having the most important conversation of our lives, and the only thing you can focus on is Luis's dreams.
Chris, it's not like that.
Don't lie to me, and worse, don't lie to yourself. I still love you. I still want to spend my life with you. For better or for worse, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. What do you think of that vow now, Sheridan?
Why me? How could I possibly stop these important secrets from coming out?
You're special, Whitney. That's why I chose you.
I'm a sinner.
You do trust me, don't you?
Of course I trust you. You are God. I just don't know how I can help you.
You said you wanted to atone for your sins, the abominations you committed against me, against the laws of the church.
I do. I hate myself for being weak, for still wanting to be with Chad in ways that are just wrong. I mean, I have brought a child of incest into this world, and I hate myself for that.
That is why you have been chosen, to give you a chance to make up for your sins, which is why your answer to my next question means so much. If you are genuinely sincere about doing a proper penance...
I am. I'll do anything.
Good. Then you'll help me protect the secrets I mentioned. You'll make your amends to me by doing what I ask.
I've missed a lot of cool stuff while I was living in Mexico.
Trust me, you didn't miss anything cool. It was awful and really scary.
I wouldn't have been scared. I like living on the edge. That's why I want to go look for these stolen paintings.
You are truly off your rocker. Okay, say I was to say yes, I will go with you. Where will we begin? We don't know the first thing about detective work.
We'll learn as we go. Come on, I'm smart, you're smart. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Not when it comes to crimes committed by Alistair Crane. You know when he's involved in anything, it gets really nasty. I don't have to remind you he is behind the deaths of 2 of your brothers.
All the more reason for me to nail him on this crime. Maybe he finally go to jail where he belongs. Besides, he's right now in a coma. He can't do anything to hurt us.
What if he has minions, like, stationed all around the world, just waiting to pounce on anybody that's trying to bring him down? The man is evil incarnate, Paloma.
Yeah, he's evil. But he's not the devil. He's just a man.
Still, I think, is it worth it to be tangled in a web of his making just to find some missing artwork?
It is if I can bring down the man who killed my brothers.
Why prolong the agony, Sheridan? If you want to eventually end our marriage, why not just get it out in the open now?
Mrs. Lopez Fitz, excuse me, I mean Mrs. Booth. The call you wanted us to place earlier just went through. I have Teresa Crane waiting on the line for you.
This won't take a minute. Teresa? Sheridan? Teresa, I have something to tell you. It's very important.
I saw you go in there and and then all hell broke loose. I thought you were a goner for sure.
I told you might not want to see it.
Oh, no. Do you even love me at all?
Damn it, how can you turn your back on an innocent woman?
I suggest you restrain yourself unless you want more charges added to the list.
Noah, please, don't make this any worse.
Look, I want your word that you will put an agent on her 24/7.
I don't have to give you my word on anything.
But she is in danger and she doesn't even know it. Put her in the witness protection program.
From what I've heard about Fancy Crane, that wouldn't work. Everyone knows her face. And how long would a girl like that last without her manicures?
You don't know anything about her, all right? If anything happens to her, it's on your head.
I mean it, Simone. I'm going to look for these missing paintings, whether you help me or not. Are you in or out?
Okay, just hypothetically, if I were to say that I would do this with you, where would we go first?
I don't know. Maybe France or Italy? Someplace fantastic in Europe? Someplace I always wanted to go? So, tell me, do I buy 1 plane ticket or 2?
Time is of the essence. There are people headed for Europe, people who must be kept away. Will you help me stop them as your act of contrition? Will you help me keep the church's secrets from being exposed?
I would never say no to you.
There is danger involved, but I know you have no fear.
No, not if I'm doing your work, Lord. Whatever you ask me, I will do.
Turn it off, Sam.
I'm sorry. That's why I didn't want you to see it.
It's better that I did.
Look, Fancy, I'm sure Noah was just trying to comfort Maya after the explosion.
Yeah, I want to believe that, Sam. Do you think the explosion is connected to what Noah wanted to tell me tonight? The secret he and Maya share from their past?
Maybe.
What does it matter? We don't even know where he is right now, or even if he's still alive.
You two better think long and hard about what we said to you.
I told you I don't know anything.
I need to check in with my superiors in Washington. See what they want us to do with you next. Oh, and Bennett? Don't even think of trying anything funny while we're gone.
what to say.
You know what, Maya? Why don't you do me a favor and just not say anything? I need to think.
About what? We're doomed, Noah. We're going to jail.
Not me. I need to protect Fancy. She's in danger. And I'm not gonna be stuck behind bars while she's out there.
They have this whole place secured. There's no way you can escape.
Watch me.
You sound like you're calling from an airplane.
I am. I'm on my way back home to Harmony.
Oh, okay, so what's so important that you couldn't wait to tell me?
When I tell you, you'll understand.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
I don't mean to, but I think it's best that your mother is there when you hear it.
Why?
Just do me a favor. Round up everyone you can in your family and have them meet at my cottage. I'll be back within the hour.
It's kind of late, Sheridan.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll try to get everybody together, but can you give me a clue?
All I can say is you won't believe it.
Okay, that's taken care of. Now can you answer my question?
Chris.
No, Sharon, I think you should wait. I want to make sure you've thought this through before you answer. It's too important. The rest of our lives depend on the next thing you have to say.
Either we walk out of here, or they carry you out.
Where do you get off saying that I can't sleep with my wife?
Damn you, Catherine! Damn you both straight to hell!